Domino's guy.
Guess what we did over here now with our 30 minutes now?
Ordered a Brooklyn-style pizza and then picked up those fake Brooklyn accents.
You being the wise guy? Yo, Vinny, we got a wise guy. Yo, everybody, we got a wise guy.
No, fellas, did I say fake? I meant really cool.
Oh, is cool. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Here comes the Brooklyn.
You got big, foldable slices and ginormous pepperoni.
You got a one-topping large for $9.99.
Domino's.
You got 30 minutes.
Try a bowl of Trail Mix Crunch cereal and start your day with the great taste of Trail Mix. It's sure to wake up the trailblazer in you. The trail starts here.
When there's trouble,
Excuse me, I have to defuse this bomb.
there's only one name you need to know.
Nancy! Nancy! Nancy Drew, I'm on to something.
You're just not like the other girls, Nancy.
Nancy Drew on DVD Tuesday. Rated PG.
Getting your daily vegetables and fruit can be difficult. 9 out of 10 adults don't get the recommended amount. That's why there's V8 V-Fusion juice. It's 100% juice with a full serving of vegetables, a full serving of fruit, and antioxidants A, C, and E. You get vegetable nutrition we all need, but what you taste is the fruit. Plus, there's no added sugar and no preservatives. Try V8 V-Fusion in 4 great flavors, an easy and delicious way to get more vegetables. Brand Power, helping you buy better.
Discover a world where there's no age limit on fun. Discover the world of Carnival. Let the fun begin. Carnival, the fun ships.
NBC Monday. It's fun, it's fearless, and it's all new.
You're excited. We haven't even started yet.
At 8 on an all-new My Dad, the dads get their head in the game. At 9, Howie's got an all-new deal.
It's big.
How big?
It's big.
And on an all-new Medium, mother and daughter team up.
The psychic thing kind of sucks. I hear you.
All new My Dad, Deal, and Medium. Monday starting at 8/7 Central on NBC. Wednesday, it's a night of murder mysteries on A New Criminal Intent with Steve Guttenberg.
Come on, what's my motivation?
Then, on an all-new Law and Order, Lara Flynn Boyle.
Got a little carried away.
She's ruthless.
She played me, Jack.
Devious. And she's caught up in a murder that could be
the perfect crime.
Law and Order Wednesdays starts 9/8 Central with A New Criminal Intent, followed by an all-new Law and Order Wednesday on NBC.
Welcome back to the 100 most outrageous moments of all time. What you're about to see will make you laugh so hard, you'll probably pull a groin muscle. Just do me a favor, though. Make sure it's your own, okay? Number 32.
You know what? I always love coming here. You know, beside the reception that I always get when I come here, the way I get here is amazing.
How'd you get here today?
Last time I came on the Concorde.
You
right?
did?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
This time, of course, the Concorde's gone. This time I came on Virgin. I've never been on a Virgin.
Hold it. You're going back when I hit, man. Just keep it right there, bro. Don't let it move. Just keep it right there. Hussa. Hussa. You're going back here. You can't move at all, bro. You can't. See how you moved a little? Your foot went back a little? All right, Hussa. Hussa.
Now, I hear Ricky, but I don't see him. But I better find him for the rest of tonight's show. Stay right where you are. We'll be back.
Open up 4 more cases.
Okay. Number 6.
Megan, open the case. part of the game. And you broke it. You know what? We're gonna take a break. I'm gonna call a telephone repairman, and we'll be back with more right after this.
All right, Lee, this could finally be your big shot. Hang on to him. Hang on to him now.
Will your husband say he is basically more urban or rural, Kathy?
I don't know what they mean.
You know it. I mean, you married him. What do you think?
Heck, he's urban.
He's urban.
Yeah.
How long has he been that way?
About 2 months.
2 months he's been there. Do you think there's anything he can do about it?
He went to a doctor.
Oh, he did? Did the doctor give him anything for his urban?
He gave me something.
Anyway, I didn't.
Are you pooping?
I'm pooping. Just give me a second. Okay.
Then he's trying to go.
Wait. I can't have it loud while I'm pooping. I'm gonna have
You died in the movie, and this is how you come back.
I died. I got up. I went over to the producer, and I said, I got an idea. Captain Kirk. That's the second thing that goes.
Seeing a person fall down is not funny. But watching it happen over and over again, especially when you know it's coming, can be downright hysterical. Don't believe me? Okay, watch this next group of clips and try not to laugh. Go ahead, try it, I dare you. Especially when you see the last one, which comes in at number 24 in our countdown.
So, you dance here as well?
Yes, I do.
Do you think there's room for a...
Looking at the mountain behind you, how confident are you getting to the top? Well,
Oh no, I think we're lost. Whatever shall we do? Oh look, it's the Good Fairy. She'll know what to do.
Not to fear, little children. I will help.
And here's our absolute favorite fall, number 24.
We're not entirely sure where the village got its name, Islip.
Coming up next on our countdown, we'll watch a spelling bee, Jerry Springer style.
Cheers, a horse! Look, I'm loud and clear. You scream it, A.
No, on our show, there's a W there.
And then a Swedish TV host spills her guts on national television. Literally.
Hej Niklas, vad har du för svar för dig? Okay.
Don't move a muscle. The top 10 is right around the corner, and who'd want to miss that?
I'm your Venus. Venus believes every woman is a goddess of something. Embrace your inner goddess with new Venus Embrace. 5 blades surrounded by a ribbon of moisture. Each blade individually adjusts to hug your curves. You get virtually every hair, taking smoothness to a whole new level. Embrace every day, feeling like a goddess. New Venus Embrace. Reveal the goddess in you.
This new KFC toasted wrap is good. Just because it's toasted doesn't mean it's so much better than my snack wrap with ranch. Meg, if you had to choose between that one.
It's not done till it's toasted. Introducing the new KFC toasted wrap for just $1.29. Life tastes better with KFC.
Steve is like a big kid. He gets out there and plays like he's 4.
I want to be around to see them get married off, but my cholesterol was a problem. So I did eat the Quaker oatmeal every day for 30 days. It helped lower my cholesterol. 7 points.
Quaker oatmeal. Every day should be this good.
All new Lipstick Jungle, Thursday, 10/9 Central on NBC. Monday on an all-new Medium. Only one vision can solve her next case. Her daughters.
Psychic thing kind of sucks.
I hear ya.
Mother and daughter team up on an all-new Medium, Monday on NBC.
It's the Audi A4 Super Sale from Len Stoller Audi, Baltimore's only Audi-authorized brand-dedicated facility. Len Stoller has more than 30 2008 Audi A4s in stock for immediate delivery, priced from just $299 a month. $299 a month. Or get an Audi A4 with 2.9% financing. European luxury and performance has never been this affordable. The Len Stoller Audi Super Sale, Reisterstown Road in Owings Mills. A better way to buy.
Let me get this straight. You were in a band?
Yeah, in college. I was in a band.
No way.
He was.
A marching band. Not a band, right?
A real live band.
What?
Yeah, what is this?
He was great. I have a tape of one of his shows. You should see it. Were you the groupie?
Get your family together with our 10-piece meal. You get 10 pieces of chicken, large mashed potatoes with gravy, large coleslaw, and 4 biscuits. Or grab a toasted wrap for just $1.29. Only at KFC.
Tonight at 11 on 11 News.
He may not be able to speak out for himself, but his wife is loud and clear. Tonight, a neighborhood night out calling attention to a comatose victim brutally beaten in Baltimore. And the drinking water of more than 40 million Americans contaminated. What's in it? And if you're drinking dirty water.
Winds died down. Nice day today with plenty of sun. Tomorrow, another storm. The InstaWeather Plus forecast following Law & Order SVU.
Our cameras follow Oscar winner Charlize Theron home. Monday's Oprah.
We're back with more of the 100 most outrageous moments of all time. It's coming down to the wire now. Can't you just cut the tension with a knife? No, that would be impossible. But thanks for humoring me. Number 23.
Hi, Julia. It's George. I'm sorry I couldn't be there tonight. I know it's a great night for you. I'm in New Jersey. I'm shooting a film, and fans outside are crazed. I'm hiding in the bathroom right now just so I could talk to you. But I wanted to say congratulations. It's a huge night for you, and I'm so proud, and I really wish I could be there with you. I have a white stance.
In this outrageous moment from Rivera Live, Geraldo displays a priceless collectible, an original untorn ticket to Woodstock.
The executive producer of this broadcast, Bob Fassbender, can you get a tight shot of that? Was actually there. You know, they say that all the people claiming to have been, oops. I think I'm off the show. I'm so sorry, oh God. I never did quite. It's a live show. What can I do?
These next clips are a real gas, even if they do really stink. Confused? Trust me, it'll all make sense when you watch this next group of clips, including the last one, which comes in at number 21 on our Top 100 countdown.
Pull both knees in and pull your forehead in. Grab hold to your shins and give yourself a rock up. Okay, let's...
You little demon. That's not the most flattering view you'll ever see of a chimp. Put that out of my face.
I presume it's important that the money still keeps coming in. This must be a very costly business.
It's absolutely essential that the public do keep the money coming in. It's a very expensive business to run, and at the end of the day, the society's job is to look after the forces.
This is going to be all right tonight, isn't it?
Next exercise in the warm-up activation section is the quadruped circles. Same again, you get on fours. Did you just fart? You just farted. I can't believe this. Oh. Come on, don't fart. Don't fart this time, man.
Number 2. One of my worst subjects is spelling. Could you tell me, how do you spell relief?
F-A-R-T.
And here's our favorite, well, you know, and it's number 21.
Did you fart?
Well, I'm smelling more clips. How about you? Number 20.
Ja, hallå?
Ja, hallå?
Hej, vet du?
Niklas?
Hej Niklas, vad har du för svar till mig?
Töll.
Okej, jag säger bara så här. Jag kan säga det än en gång. Du vet ju nu att det är ett högt som det kan vara som jag säger. Men it's all right. She's a whore!
You scream it H-O-R-E. I don't care, y'all.
There's... No, on our show, there's a W there.
No, innuendo is not an Italian suppository. It's a word or phrase that seems clean, but when it comes out of your mouth, it's anything but. Just to prove my point, check out this next group of innuendo clips, including our favorite, which comes in at number 18 on our Top 100 countdown.
And it's warm and wet in London this morning. Let's find out how Isabel Lang is. Warm and wet as well.
This is a KMAC Action News update. The Portales City Commission will meet Monday with an elevator firm to determine what to do about the old elevator at the Roosevelt County Jail. It seems after 45 years, it's dangerous to get it up in Portales. Major Miriam Peters.
That's it.
I'm getting the hang of this now.
Yeah.
This is looking rather good.
Yeah. If you hold it tight, it'll get bigger.
Say things like that. Right.
I'm in the
the garden of Gainsborough's house in Sudbury, Suffolk. And this rather beautiful-looking mulberry bush behind me is approximately 400 years old. And it's said that it's one of the finest examples around. One other that you can see, if you're lucky enough, is in the grounds of Buckingham Palace. But apparently, this is much bigger, much grander than the Queen's bush. Oh, my God, I
We're the latest on the Labour MP thrown out of Parliament after filling her erection expenses. Did I say erection? I did.
Here's our favorite innuendo clip, number 18.
Oh, but Biff isn't just for dogs. Oh, no. There is a big range of Biff cat food, including Biff's latest snack, Pussy. Yes, now you can buy Pussy in a can. Pussy in a can, what will they think of next?
Coming up on the most outrageous countdown ever, you'll meet a daytime talk show host who definitely needs to buy a new cookbook.
So while you go for the break, I'm going to have a nibble of Chris's nuts.
And then a horse race announcer with a question that nobody wants to answer.
Toast a dozen on the inside. Who farted? Who farted? Who farted on the outside? It's close.
We're in the top 20. Have you guessed which one is number 1 yet? Well, you won't have to wait long for the answer, because we'll be right back.
People spend too many days with seasonal nasal allergy symptoms like congestion. Only prescription Nasonex is proven to help prevent most seasonal nasal allergy symptoms, including congestion. So you can have more symptom-free days. Side effects were generally mild and included headache, viral infection, sore throat, nosebleeds, and coughing. Nasonex. For more symptom-free days, ask your doctor about Nasonex.
I spend a lot of time in the kitchen. My kids eat probably 5 to 6 times a day, so the dishwasher is my best friend. I used to use a gel, and when I would empty the dishwasher, there would be oatmeal still crusted on there. But the Electrosol Powerball tabs get the dishes clean the first time.
Only new Electrosol Powerball tabs have an amazing pre-soaking Powerball to lift away baked-on food, plus 2 layers of cleaning power.
The Electrosol Powerball tabs work. I put it to the test.
Electrosol, the #1 recommended brand by more dishwasher brands.
Red, dry, irritated eyes need advanced relief from Visine. Gets the red out fast, while its 3 moisturizers soothe, cool, and refresh irritated eyes. Visine Advanced Relief gets the red out and moisturizes.
Get ready to start thinking B. B-Movies on DVD this Tuesday.
High five! Ow, sorry.
I'm okay. Look for your $3 savings coupon in this week's People. Use your coupon to save $3 when you buy DreamWorks B-Movie on DVD Tuesday. I'm good.
You sure can brew it.
Question is, can you sell it?
Made our first sale.
More bars in more places. Wherever your business takes you, depend on the network you can trust.
Am I going too fast for you?
Switch to AT&T.
We gotta celebrate.
We gotta expand.
AT&T, your world delivered. Get our exclusive Walkman slider for only $49.99.
Taste Papa John's perfect pan pizza and experience Pandemonium, a large pan crust deep enough to pile on the toppings, and zesty Robusto sauce. One taste and you'll be a pan fan. Get a large 3-topping pan pizza, only $12.99. It's better than ever. And shoot for 2. Buy 2 20-ounce Cokes online and get a free Coke Zero.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Pandemonium. Taste it.
You're fired.
Yeah!
Omarosa has left the building.
Tomorrow's a new day.
The Celebrity Smackdown's getting serious.
Get going.
And we're down to the final 5.
Let's go!
Thursday. If you think Oma took all the celebrity venom with her,
Put a smile on your miserable faces.
remember, these two hate each other so much they can taste it.
It's yummy, dude.
All new Omarosa Free Celebrity Apprentice. Thursday, 9/8 Central on NBC. Thursday on an all-new Lipstick Jungle.
What is going on with you? Why are you looking so luminous?
No, I've just been getting a little exercise recently.
You can't touch it.
It starts with an indecent proposal.
Why don't you come with me?
To your apartment?
To Scotland.
But what happens when your best friend meets your secret lover?
Oh, so you two have met?
Not officially. Don't drag me into this, Nico.
Lipstick Jungle, Thursday, 10/9 Central on NBC. And watch all the episodes online at NBC.com.
Welcome back to the 100 most outrageous moments of all time. This show is loaded with water cooler moments. But there's a problem. Who has a water cooler anymore? Hey, maybe tomorrow we can all gather around a small bottle of Evian and discuss tonight's show instead. I don't know. It just doesn't have the same ring to it. Number 17.
Hey, Mom. Hey, say hi to the camera, Mom.
Good. 1, 2 candles in pretty holders. And we've got a lovely big cock.
Who farted on the extreme outside? Colorado co-ed toast a dozen on the inside. Who farted? Who farted? Who farted on the outside? It's close. Who farted in the winner's circle?
Judge number 5, Amy Teagarden.
Recent polls have shown a fifth of Americans can't locate the U.S. on a world map. Why do you think this is?
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, like such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere like such as, and I believe that they should, our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries.
Thank you very much, South Carolina. Colorado?
You can make this with any sort of nuts, or a mixture of nuts is really good as well. And they keep for ages, but I doubt if they'll be along for long.
Brilliant. So while you go for the break, I'm going to have a nibble of Chris's nuts.
All right, tell the truth. Is there anything better than coming home from work and having her gently sit on your lap and then slowly lick your face? Calm down, people. We're talking animals here. Let's watch a few of our favorite animal clips, including the last one that comes in at number 12 on our Top 100 countdown.
From the looks of it, it appears that she's wrapping things up here. Yep. I think she's done, and I'm done too.
The face.
Seu amigo dos tropeiros agora está mais importante. Não pela sua velocidade, mas sim pelo carisma. Formula é o público que se diverte.
I think you'll handle them very well.
Here at Over Farm in Gloucester, you're never short of things to look at and things to do. There are so many wonderful animals.
It was tough, but here's our favorite animal moment. Number 12.
This week, It's Events Life comes to Amsterdam Zoo.
A place where giant strides have been made to bring zoo animals and visitors closer together. zoo animals and visitors closer together.
It only gets better from here, folks. Number 11.
5 seconds, here we go. 290 pounds. What do you think it is? Is it the weight on?
Sean, here comes the bonus.
Coming up next, the top 10 most outrageous moments of all time. Put the kids to bed and let the machine answer the phone, because trust me, it just doesn't get any funnier than what you're about to see. Don't you dare move a muscle. The top 10 is coming up right after this.
Getting the lightest, freshest ingredients is driving chefs mad. Because no matter what they do, people love Bertolli Mediterranean dinners. Savor sun-ripened vegetables with shrimp, penne, and olive oil. Inspired by the naturally light-tasting cuisine of the Mediterranean. Just sauté and serve.
Bertolli!
Try Bertolli Mediterranean-style frozen dinners.
I heard a noise in the closet. It might be a monster.
Monster?
But don't worry, Daddy. The antioxidants will protect me.
With twice the antioxidant power of orange juice, Welch's helps protect your immune system.
Buy it Tuesday on DVD. One boy's gift will take him on an incredible journey
I'm trying to find my son.
to reunite his family. August Rush. Buy Tuesday on Blu-ray and DVD.
To the harried, the rushed, the frantic, and the overworked, we'd like to introduce a revolutionary new concept. When you can do business in an instant, the world moves at just the right pace. Now get a smartphone for just $99.99 from Sprint, the nation's largest mobile broadband network.
All new Celebrity Apprentice, Thursday, 9/8 Central on NBC.
Monday, 8/7 Central. What happens when a dad comes face to face with 100 scorpions?
Do you think he can keep his cool in there?
Can he handle the pressure? All new My Dad is Better Than Your Dad. Monday, 8/7 Central on NBC.
Could Monday be the night someone wins the million? All new Deal or No Deal. Monday, 9/8 Central on NBC. Number 1, morning, evening, and night. Maryland's watching WBAL TV 11 News. The 11 News I-Team. Groundbreaking local investigations.
Reverend Morris?
Exposing breakdowns in Maryland assisted living. Alerting you to potential tax time disasters.
I'm Channel 11 in Baltimore.
Warning parents of dangerous medical mix-ups.
They gave me the wrong medicine.
Most honored. Most watched. WBAL TV 11 News. Live, local, late breaking.
I have seen a 7-year-old boy come in for a routine eye exam. He hopped up in my chair and told me that he sees fine. I have seen that same 7-year-old boy try on his new glasses, look into the mirror, and see for the first time that he has freckles. I'll never forget his face. I'm Dr. Kevin Wright, and I have seen.
At GMC, we've been breaking down barriers for over 100 years to create the 2008 Sierra Denali, the most powerful half-ton V8 ever, and the 2008 Sierra Heavy Duty, the most powerful one-ton ever. Part of the most extensive line of pickups available. That's progress. That's professional grade.
Fair weather overnight, but a little rain or snow tomorrow. The Instant Weather Plus forecast at 11.
Welcome back to the 100 most outrageous moments of all time. We're down to it now, people. It's time for the top 10, and you'd better be ready to laugh till it hurts. The clips you're about to see are truly some of the funniest, most unexpected moments ever caught on tape. Enough talk. Let's get it going. Number 10.
Life is beautiful. Okay, yeah. And people...
I love you, I kiss you big time. Hello, I miss your hair. Hello, you love me? I love you. I love you big time. You buy me a meal, we get better.
Have you heard of this movie?
I've heard about it.
So, for a brief moment,
You got happy. I was sitting on his lap, and there was a moment.
half of me was saying, stop this.
Yeah, and the other half was going, hello!
Number 9.
Best weather will be in Scotland and Northern Ireland. That's where the summer continues. Up here, I think you'll see some sunshine, mostly dry, and just the odd...
Oh, my God. Oh, no. Is she all right? Well, we've clearly lost the sound, but she's smiling, she's waving her arms. All vital functions are still intact.
Number 8.
I will not accept that it's a highly dangerous road and accidents do occur. So as soon as that work is finished, the Central Reserve Safety Fencing will go ahead.
Number 7. Live from the Auditorio Nacional in Mexico City, it's Miss Universe 2007.
USA.
Number 6.
Unbelievable. Look, among the nerds, I found an actual girl here. Look at this. Not too shabby around here, huh, honey? The male-female ratio, yeah? I mean, you've got your veritable pick of the litter. You can choose from all kinds of guys who have no idea how to please you. She said pretty much, yeah. Who's going to stand up to this challenge? I will. You're going to stand up to this? Yeah, right, and I'm Lassie. So what's going on here? You've got a little future nerd in here?
Yes, future nerd, future Jedi.
When is he due?
June 27th, 6 weeks.
Wow. That's the last time you'll ever see female genitalia.
Number 5.
Come on. Please, come on. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2.
Boosters, go! Okay, we're lifting.
Number 4.
Perfectly in order to get these last pins, and it is a done deal. Mike Machuga has won his first ever title. Now remember, that's not a foul because he didn't let go of it. He did it on TV, folks. That's gotta hurt. Can't believe it. It is a done deal. Mike Machuga has won his first ever title. Look at this. He's going to make SportsCenter tonight, I guarantee you.
Number 3.
So this is a one-of-a-kind piece. There's no other one like this particular one in the world. But, oh my God.
Number 2.
Another dangerous game kids play is to tunnel in snowbanks near the road. A few years ago, one boy accidentally...
Coming up next, it's the single most outrageous moment of all time. We're talking number 1, numero uno, the big kahuna, the whole enchilada. We even have the star of the clip who's going to introduce it for us. Can you guess what it is? You won't have to wait long for the answer, because when we come back, you'll see the number 1 most outrageous moment of all time. Stick around, it doesn't get any better than this.
Stay tuned for more outrageous moments. Got your own moment caught on tape? Submit it now and view others only at NBC.com.
So, any questions on the menu?
I'm kind of in the mood for something different.
Oh, me too. I think I can help you there.
Try new Asiago steak. Perfectly grilled and topped with flavorful Asiago cheese. Or new Fontina chicken, herb-marinated chicken with Fontina cheese. Both with 5 cheese tortelloni and our homemade Alfredo. 2 great new dishes only at Olive Garden. Each with endless salad and breadsticks.
Well, what'd you think of our new dish?
It was exactly what I was in the mood for.
Olive Garden. When you're here, you're family.
Barbie Mariposa, all-new movie now on DVD. Mariposa flies on a glittery, colorful adventure and learns the best thing you can be is yourself. Barbie Mariposa, all-new movie now on DVD.
How it feels to chew 5 gum. Peppermint and cool as you chew. 5 gum. Stimulate your senses.
Good night, buddy.
Good morning, Dad.
Oreo, Milk's favorite cookie.
Woke up this morning, I suddenly realized we're all in this together. 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 We are all in this.
Week after week, they were voted off the show by their teammates. But Tuesday, on an all-new Biggest Loser Couples,
They're back.
This is my second chance.
now 2 eliminated players will get to rejoin the game.
I already beat out all these people. I've got to do it all over again.
And you won't believe the amazing transformations.
I'm back and more ready than ever.
All new Biggest Loser Couples, Tuesday 8/7 Central on NBC.
Welcome back to the 100 most outrageous moments of all time. Okay, you've waited long enough. We've shown you a ton of outrageous clips tonight, but there's one special moment in TV history that simply rises above the rest. They said it never really happened, but we proved otherwise. The punchline is truly a part of our pop culture, even if it is slightly different than the urban legend. The contestant never actually said, "in the butt, Bob," but she came very, very close. Who better to introduce the clip for us than the man who was there himself, Mr. Bob Eubanks.
The year was 1977. I posed a question to a young couple, and no one expected the answer would become an urban legend. Most say it never happened, and honestly, I didn't think it happened either. But it did happen, and finally, once and for all, here it is.
Number 1.
Last of our 5-point questions. Girls, tell me where specifically
is the weirdest place that you personally, girls, have ever gotten the urge to make whoopee?
In the...
No.
It's still there.
No, what I'm talking about is the weirdest location, the weirdest place.
Location.
Yeah.
I
Give me an answer, please. He said it was in the car, on the freeway.
That's it, people. We hope you enjoyed tonight's show as much as we enjoyed making it. If you have an outrageous moment and would like to see it on our show, go to NBC.com, click on Most Outrageous Moments, and let us know about it. If we use your clip, we'll even send you some money. And what could be more fun than that? We're talking cold, hard cash, so grab your cameras and start taping. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time for more of the Most Outrageous Moments. Good night, everyone.
We've all done what we have to do to pass the time. But now, we're happy to say,
welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about.
April 3rd.
It's funny, isn't it?
Yeah, it's funny. Television's most celebrated comedies return.
I don't understand what's happening.
The laughter's never sounded so sweet.
Shut up, or I'm gonna punch you in the throat.
New comedy returns to Thursdays, April 3rd on NBC.
Law and Order begins now, here on NBC.
In the criminal justice system, the people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups: the police who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. These are their stories.
Tell your mother I'll see her next week.
I'll see you tonight, Tommy.
Bye, kiddo.
Bye, Dad.
Here we go. I'm really doing this.
We got pulmonary edema, injection site on his left arm. Gonna go with an IV drug overdose.
Tan lines here. He's missing a wedding band and a wristwatch.
Just a driver's license and credit card on the dresser. Thomas Lupo, 36. He checked in yesterday, 2 p.m. 2:30, the housekeeper saw a young lady enter the room. Brunette,